Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester LTIDtv on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
England! England!
Looking back through the years, we can't hold back the tears and the fears. We gotta be what we can be, 'cause we can write a new history, yeah. So we on Kane, Sterling, we believe we wear the Lions heart on our sleeves. We are England through and through. Come on, England, we love you.
Till I Die TV, your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
And now, here's your host.
Right, Chris.
All right, everybody. Good evening. How the devil are you? Say hello to little Diddly Dave there, who is also saying hello to you. Second show of the evening. If you saw the one earlier, if not, don't worry, it's still available on the YouTube channel, Leicester LTIDtv. We were looking at all the Premier League shirts. Guess who I put top? Had to be, didn't it? Had to be Leicester. Who did I put bottom? You have to watch it to find out. But thanks everybody who did watch it. I can't tell Louise. Louise is like, I can't tell them, Louise. I need them to watch the show. But please do what it says there. Subscribe to Leicester LTIDtv. You have been doing while we've been covering these ladies Euros, so I do really appreciate that. And thank you very much for those that watch and listen to us. You heard me mention her there, my cohort, when we come to the women's football. Let's welcome her in. Louise, good evening. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I am very well. Looking forward to your weekend off.
Yes, very much so. Looking forward to my weekend off. So I was supposed to be off today. I got a call at 7 this morning asking me if I could work till 12.
Oh, no.
So I dashed to work. So I worked till 12. I wasn't going to work any longer, though. But, yeah.
Oh, God. You see, you're just so good at your job. They can't last without you.
Can't take without me, yeah. Must be good at my job.
Well, we'll give you a weekend off from here after tonight, so you can have a rest. The Mexican wave, I see, is going on at Southampton, so the atmosphere's going well there. We do on these games, because obviously this and the next 3 nights, it's the final game, so the 2 games kick off at the same time in each group. But because it's England, we're just going to concentrate on England, because there's nothing guaranteed that we're through, is there? I mean, it's unlikely, but if Northern Ireland beat us and then Norway or Austria win, we will be through, I think. Sorry, but there's no guarantee we'll be top of the group, is what I should have said.
Yeah, we've definitely got that quarterfinal, which is amazing in itself.
Yeah.
If they win tonight and they're going to go through as one of the favourites, they have to if they've won all 3 games in the group. Yeah. Obviously, you're going into knockout football, which is a different kind of mindset. But I don't have a problem tonight. I think England will win, and I think they'll win in the end quite comfortably. I think Northern Ireland will make it difficult, as they have done for the other 2 teams in that first kind of 10-20 minutes. And then I think they'll just get tired. Again, they've only been professional for 6 months, these girls. You can't not expect them to be at the same fitness levels as players who have been professional for years.
Totally. I mean, I was going to say that to you. 8-0 last time out. Could we hope for that again?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those games where I'm surprised they've actually kept the side the same for all 3 games. I think there'll be substitutions, obviously will happen. They have done in the other games. Yeah. And I don't see that being any different tonight, because I do believe England will get ahead quite early. And when they are ahead, I expect them to be on top. In fact, I really expect them to be on top for the whole of this game. And if they play anything like they did against Norway, then Northern Ireland are in for a very long night.
Indeed, indeed. I mean, I think 8-0 was that a record for the Euros? I think I read somewhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I don't know if you managed to see the France game last night, but I mean, I was very impressed with their first half performance in the first game, but they did make hard work of it yesterday. I mean, they totally and utterly dominated. And if you looked at that match, you just looked at the stats, you would go, what must have been about 5 or 6-0 to France. But you can't have, and England didn't, in the last game, they had 25 shots, but 15 of them were on target, and obviously 8 of them, went in. 18, what was it? Paris, France had, I think it was 27 odd shots, but they only had about 8 on target, and that's the difference. England seemed clinical, where other teams that I would expect to do well, like say France and what have you, they don't look quite as clinical.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're making the chances, eventually it's going to pay. And as we said before, there's no difference winning a game 8-0 to 3-0 or whatever. You don't get extra points, you don't go through any further rounds. But what has impressed me with England when they against Norway was they didn't stop.
No,
they didn't stop at like 4. They didn't stop at 5. They didn't take the gas off the pedal. They scored 2 goals in the second half, and really they didn't need to, because there was no way Norway were getting back into that game. And that's the winner's mentality. Not being happy with 5, going on getting 6, going to get that extra goals, and just scoring as many opportunities as you can.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were quite clinical. The stats say they were very clinical. But it's about making the chances. You make enough chances, you're going to win the game. Especially with Ellen White. She's, England's top goal scorer across both men and women's for a reason. And
Feed her, she will score. I mean, I've been a little bit critical of the finishing for some of the teams. And I've tried not to be, because, at the end of the day, that it's a game that's still developing. So it's wrong of me to compare them to the men's. But sometimes I look at it and think, like, they always seem to want to take that extra touch, and 7 times out of 10 end up losing it. But with England, I could say it was the clinical way that they just finished that match off. I mean, France, they had all that possession, and yet they were 1-0 up, and they must have had about sort of 60-odd% possession. 1 breakaway from Belgium, and they equalised. So at 2-1, they couldn't be, sure that they were going to go through, but they still were not finishing them off. And you've got to finish teams off, otherwise it can come back and bite you on the bottom.
And that's the thing. And again, at the minute in the group stage, you can afford to get a draw or even lose a game, as long as you win the other 2. That can still get you through. When you get on to that knockout stages, that obviously isn't possible. Like, it is win or lose. Like, that's it. There's no second chances from tonight onwards for England. And after this week, obviously, we go, I think it's 5 days to the quarterfinal, the first quarterfinal with England. So I think it's really difficult to kind of, like you say, compare the men and the women's sides, because it is such a younger game. Yes. But that's what you should do, because that's the level that the women want to be at, and that's where they want to be on par with. So yes, you do have to compare them, and yes, they do fall short. But I've watched plenty of Leicester games where they've had plenty of chances and not scored. So the cleanliness is not.
I did mention that in the watch-along. I did say at times it's like watching Leicester, because how often last season did we have all the not quite often. We didn't even have the chances. Which was poor for a Premiership side. You looking at the team there. Like you said, it's a strong team that, and we do say the best wishes to the English coach. She's been diagnosed with COVID today, hasn't she? So we wish her all the best. I'm sure she'll be fine. But yeah, looking at that, I mean, how big a miss is that going to be? Because I'm guessing she's not going to be on the touchline.
No, she won't be. Obviously, she's been diagnosed with COVID. She can't be around people. But I don't think so too much for tonight. I think England should, even without coaching, be enough for this Northern Ireland side. And they have been coached. So it's only today that she's missed. So they've been coached by her. leading up to this game, and they know what she expects of them anyway. They've been playing under a fairly long time now, so yeah, they know what to expect.
I'm sure
they know the roles
technology.
within the team.
Yeah, I'm sure with the technology that's out there as well, she's in touch with the bench. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, she'll be watching somewhere in a hotel room somewhere, like you
Yeah.
say, and we'll be passing on what she thinks needs to happen. So.
Exactly. Can I just remind people, if you need any retro shirts, the one I'm wearing tonight, in fact, most of my England ones have, in fact, all of my England ones, I've got to be honest with you, all of my England shirts have come from 3retro.com, and that's the number 3. It's your one-stop retro shirts and vintage footwear clothing store online. They ship worldwide, and it's all the W's, 3retro.com. They are supporting Leicester Till I Die's coverage of the Women's Euros 2022. They're supporting us. Please give them your support. I'll try. My teeth this last week, I've got the wrong set. I'm sure I'm going to have to take them back. Please show them your support. And the players are coming out, and this is the Leicester Till I Die TV Watchalong. It's England versus Northern Ireland in the final game of Group A of the Euros.
Till I Die Watch Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
And it's live.
We are the players are just doing the national anthems now. They're out on the pitch.
Doing the same national anthem. Don't see that very often.
No, I didn't. I thought they must have had their own Northern Ireland. I would have thought, but hey, it's so good we could hear it twice. Or maybe not. I don't know. It's not the most cheerful national anthem out there, is it?
No.
I watched Bill Bailey once, and I quite like Bill Bailey, and he said we should have the Archers theme as our national anthem. You imagine them walking out to that. Anyway, they're doing all the fist bumps. I almost feel a little bit sorry for Northern Ireland looking at them. I shouldn't, but I'm thinking like, oh, what? And I still want England not to sort of get a lead and then sit back and go, right, it's Northern Ireland, let's be nice. I still want us to go and get 6, 7, 8, however many we can do.
Yeah, it's important because you need to send a message out to the rest of the tournament that, you can take your chances when you're giving them. And, if they make mistakes against us, we are going to score. But it will be interesting to see what happens there. But I don't see that happening. I think if England get ahead and have chances to score, they'll do the best to take them.
Yeah, indeed. A little message here. We have our little half Italian fan in. So just for you, Charlotte.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball. Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Charlotte, welcome along. Tell me, you've got to put your money on England, haven't you? But tell me if you're not, because I'll go and put my money on England. You've not been getting an awful lot right. But welcome along, Charlotte. I won't ask what you've had for tea because it'll probably be lobster carbonara again or something. I'll tell you. Score prediction, Lou. Let's go for score prediction.
I think it'll probably be about 5. Right. The England side can't take this Northern Ireland side for granted because if they do, then they may come unstuck. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
The England girls, I think, are too professional for that.
So you can't see Ireland getting a goal.
No.
I'm gonna go. I don't think Northern Ireland will get a goal. To be honest with you, they've struggled in the last 2 games. They've only got the 1 goal. But I think I'm going to actually go. I'm actually going to say that they will get 1. I think they will shock us and get 1. But I'm going to go 7-1 to England.
Right.
I think England will do a goal fest today. Charlotte, what are you going for? Swordfish tonight. The only meal that comes with its own knife. Your mother is into fish. No poo, Sherlock. I would never have guessed. Lobster last night, swordfish tonight. My God, you're keeping the old cook and the maid busy, aren't you? Jesus. Actually, you don't nip that down from your local Aldi. But here we go. I dare say again that Louise is going to be in advance of me. They've quickly done the knee. Nice to see. Let's have a look how we get on. Come on, England, as they say, and we're off. We are up and running. I'll just wait for the graphic to catch me up. The graphic's a bit behind today. James, welcome along, sir. We're taking predictions. How are you? Yeah, I think there'll be a goal for Millie Bright. Talk. Can you have garlic bread, though? Can you have garlic bread with swordfish? That is the question. Welcome along, Talk. Don't forget to check out, as I said earlier, Football versus Cancer on your YouTube and Twitter accounts. So give them a support. James is only going 0-2 to England. Oh, that's not going to be a goal fest like the rest of us are saying. Nippon, good evening, sir. Welcome along. Yeah, so Charlotte, what is your actual score prediction? Let's just see if this is updated, if this has started yet. Yeah, finally we're up and away. We've got the graphic working. Yes. Right, so don't forget, Austria and Norway are playing tonight. Good save there from the English keeper. And it could have an effect on us, that game, couldn't it, Lou?
Yeah, only from where we finished in the group. And like I said, with the teams that are in the other, in Group B, I don't think it really matters where we finish, to be honest.
No.
It would be nice to get, 9 points and finish top because of the message that would send. But
yes,
we get France or we get Spain. Like, they're both equally good teams, really. So
they are, to be honest with you. Who would you sooner actually have?
I think just with the way the tournament's gone, I think Spain, if I could choose.
Yes, I think I would agree with you on
said,
that.
On clinical, but they make chances, and you never know when they're going to start being clinical with them. Yeah.
Charlotte, you went to the loo. Are you being serious and not taking the wee? We're waiting for your score prediction. Nippon's gone 1-2 to England, and he thinks Northern Ireland will score first. A lot of people going for low scores here. I'm surprised. I thought we'd be going for bigger ones, but there we go. Yes, I mean Spain. Just trying to get the results up. Let's have a look here. I'm on just on 3 minutes 10 seconds, Lou. What are you on?
I'm on 3:30, so that 20 seconds ahead again.
Oh, as always. Oh, I had to suffer that 8 times last time we played. But you celebrate whenever you want to, Louise. Don't you worry about me.
England aren't giving me much to celebrate at the minute.
No. Well, I'd sooner see you celebrate than groan. I must admit. At least I know the ball's gone in the right end then. Okay, we go. World Cup. Euros. I mean, Spain managed to get 4 past Finland. Is it Spain or France? No, we play. Is it Spain or Germany we play?
Spain or Germany? Sorry, yeah, that's correct.
Yes, yeah. I mean, both of them started well. Spain 4-1, Germany 4-0. But then in the next game, I was very disappointed with Spain. Germany beat them 2-0, so I think I would still want to stick with
Spain.
Spain. Yes, yeah. Charlotte, she says 4 for England at least, and she'd already said 1 goal for Ireland, so I'm going 4-1 for you, Charlotte. God, I feel like I'm a bit like, you know, when you turn up to a party and you're overdressed. I feel a bit like that, having gone for 7-1 to England.
If you believe that's what it's going to be, that's what you need to go for.
Yeah. Oh, I'd like to see it again. I'd like to see it. England are playing the ball around nicely. Ball in, header up. Not sure where it's going to land. Oh, no. Who's claiming what? And what's been given? Del Boy. Good evening. What's the crack? Welcome along, mate. You didn't see me shouting, or you didn't see me scoring. Oh, it could be a penalty. You didn't see me scoring the Arsenal shirts in the show earlier, but I hope you are well, Del Boy. Is it a penalty? Charlotte saying it is. 5 minutes in. It looked like an English handball before that.
I think it'll be given. Yeah, it's being checked now, and I think it'll be given as a free kick for that handball.
Yeah, because all the Irish arms went up, and then it was after that that you know I think we claimed the penalty. The decisions have been taking a bit longer, I've noticed.
Yeah, I think because they're checking for the 2 things. They're checking for the first initial handball and then the second one. I don't know why they're bothering to check for the second one, because the first one's quite clearly a handball. So
yeah,
it should be a free kick to Northern Ireland.
Well done, Dal. Glad you are well, sir. Are you having a heat wave over there in Ireland as much as we are over here? Charlotte says England need to ease off. They don't want to burn out too soon. I mean, we've been very lucky. All our games have been 8 o'clock at night, so we've kind of looked after ourselves, really, haven't we? We've not been playing in the heat. Oh, it's this. They've all lined up like it's a penalty, but
yeah,
this was going to be interesting.
She's looking at it again on the screen. The referee is.
Yeah. She just that probably. Oh, I don't know. Like you say, it's not just a penalty decision, is it?
Well, I don't know, because all she's looking at seems to be looking at on the screen is whether it's a penalty,
Right.
and not whether it's a free kick. So again, I think even the decision to give it as penalty would be a bit harsh, because her arms are quite near her body. She's not come out stretched. So I think it would be harsh if it's given. But I feel the longer it goes on. Oh no, they're looking at the Beth Mead one now. Yeah. So the right decision's been made in the end. It's a free kick.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I feel what the VAR are very much handing it over to the refs, aren't they? They're not saying that is, you know.
I mean, to me, that doesn't need, the ref doesn't need to look at that again. The VAR should be able to give that as a handball by the English player, and it's a free kick. Carry on. Like it shouldn't have took that amount of time for the VAR. That's so clear and obvious that VAR should have just overruled it and let's get on with the game.
I mean, you could say there that there's no way she could have got her hand out the way, because the Irish player was that close to her when she kicked it. But then, you know, if you don't allow that, you could say exactly the same for the Northern Irish one. So I think the right decision was got to at the end of it.
I think the right decision was made, which is the most important thing. I just don't think it should have took that long to make the decision. Like I say, VAR should have seen that first handball by the English player and been right, that's a free kick. That's overall. The referee is going to win.
Sorry, I'm glad to see we got the proper advert up again this time. Walkers, not Lays. I like the fact that they're letting the referee have the final say, in fairness.
Yeah, I mean, but then what's the point of having VAR? You know, she's made a decision. And if you wanted the referee to make the decision, she made the decision. Not the right one, but she did make a decision.
Yes, but what I'm
So then
saying
why
is
have
they've
VAR
said...
to make another decision?
Yeah, but the VAR's corner coming in. The VAR's kind of said, like, yeah, you need to look at that again, rather than look, well, you made a dog's ear of that. It's not, it's not a penalty or whatever. I don't know. We'll always argue about VAR, won't we?
Professional referees. People doing VAR are professional referees.
Yes.
So if they can't see that that's a handball and that should be a free kick, they shouldn't be refereeing. And if they can see it as professional referees, they should be able to make that decision. Why hold the game up for the referee to make the exact same decision?
No, I agree totally. But I just think maybe they're just trying to give more control back to the refs on the pitch so that they can say, well, it was her decision in the end. I don't know. Like I say, for years and years and years, we argued about referees, and now for years and years and years, we're arguing about VAR. So there's no difference.
That there is the reason we want VAR, because if we hadn't had VAR in that decision, it would have been a penalty to England, which, as much as we would have loved it, would have been the wrong decision. So VAR has worked there. It's done its job, because the right decision has been made because of VAR.
Yes.
Without it, she would have got a penalty, and it shouldn't have been a penalty. So
the interesting fact was, when I was talking to Mark Halsey, the ex Premier League referee, and if anybody's not seen it, again, it's available on LTIDtv under the In Conversation With heading. And he made the very valid point that you shouldn't have referees that 1 week are on the pitch, then the same people doing the VAR. It should be completely different people altogether.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's not realistically going to happen, is it? Because there's not enough people at a good enough level to
be
do
honest
both.
with you, I think if you get ex-players in, But
ex-players don't want to do it. If ex-players wanted to do it, there's nothing stopping them doing it. There's nothing stopping ex-players being referees.
All I know is, I speak as quite often. I used to have Julian Watts on the show, ex-Leicester City player. Now, he's not going to ever go into punditry, and I'm not being disrespectful there. These days, there's if you're playing for Liverpool and retire, the chances are you might get a punditry job. If you're playing for Watford and retire, the chances are you won't. You might get something at the local paper. So they could be trained up. And he said he'd love to do it. He'd absolutely love to do it alongside his normal job.
What I'm saying is, if he wants to do it, go do it. You can train to be a referee. You don't have to have the FA say, well, yeah, let's get a load of old players to do it. Go do it if that's what you want to do. Like coaching, go do it if that's what you want to do. That is open to everybody.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Go do it. It shouldn't be a case of, well, I should get this because I'm an ex-player. No, you have to prove that you can do the job.
Well,
being an ex-player means you know the rules, but can you put all this pressure when you've got a whole team around you telling you that you're making the wrong decision?
No, but then the VAR refs wouldn't have that, would they? No, I agree totally. There's nothing to stop them doing that, but you know what the FA are like. They don't make good decisions quickly, do they? Or sometimes they don't make good decisions at all. But we'll have a fit. Oh, Ireland was. Oh, that was a good ball from Ireland. A good attack there. Cut our defence well open, didn't they? Just coming down the left-hand side, the near side here. She was onside, I think. She scuffed at it. She definitely scuffed at it. But fair play, Northern Ireland. That was a good move on that. So we're coming up to the first quarter of an hour played soon, and it's still 0-0. And just as an update, it's still 0-0 in Austria, Norway as well. And I haven't got any stats for that up yet. So Norway haven't lost in 6 matches. So I think that must have been before they played us, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think they've updated the stats there.
No.
Austria have just hit the woodwork. The ball dropped to Laura Feringer on the edge of the box. She lets it bounce, and then it's a half volley. So Austria nearly take the lead against Norway, which I think would be a bit of a surprise, wouldn't it?
Yeah, very much so. That would be a surprise.
Yeah.
But then again, Norway are coming off a bad result. Maybe that's playing in the heads. Who knows? But yeah, I think if they win that game, it will be surprising. It'd be great because it will knock Norway out of the tournament. But
yeah.
I'm
just watching England here, and I know I'm biased. Okay, I'm an England fan, but the move then, it's like, I know we said earlier about comparing them to the men, but that was absolutely a lovely move. You know, played it down. The player was running onto it. I haven't seen a team that's been as I would say, technically gifted as England have in this tournament. Now, I don't know if I'm being biased too much there or not, but
I think, again, it's really difficult because there's lots of technically gifted players in this Euros. But yeah, I mean, England are up there in the rankings for a reason. They're, one of the favourites for the tournament for a reason. Yeah. And, I think people who don't follow the women's game are shocked almost by the fact that that's the case. It's like they're thinking 15 years ago when that wasn't the case, when we were going to Euros and finishing bottom of groups and things like that. That's not the case anymore, and it hasn't been for a long time. And it's changing that perception of it because, like I said, people don't watch, the women's leagues week on week. They don't even think about it until it comes to a major tournament, if then. So yeah.
Sit down and put your feet up. We've just gone third corner in the trot here. We could be here all game in this corner. Good evening, Doug. How the devil are you, sir? Welcome along. Yeah, Doug, I'll message you later and we'll get something arranged. I am doing some, when I say an opposition views, that was like every week for the game, but I am doing some, hang on, let's just see. No, she wasn't able to get the ball through. Desperate defending there, but it ends up with the Northern Ireland goalkeeper. Yeah, I'm not doing a weekly opposition view. That will tie in, so you're welcome to come on the preview show with me and Craig, and we'll that's when I'm trying to put the opposition to. But I am doing with certain teams. I just did one last year with Rodri Giggs at Man United. I've got one with Elton Wellesby next week on Everton. So I'd love to get you on and just talk Liverpool as a special, looking ahead to some of our tougher opponents, shall we say. But nice to have you back, James. And what congratulations. You are now nearly said married, but I think I mean shackled man now. No, I know, I don't mean it. You're a happily married man and you had a great honeymoon. The pictures look good, good, Doug. Glad you enjoyed it. Welcome back to reality now. So 17 minutes, 18 minutes just gone, and it's still 0-0. And it's still 0-0 in the other game as well. Let's have a look, shall we? It has got. Why are you not showing me any stats, BBC? The two again, England. The goalkeeper came out well and did a good job there for Ireland.
Yeah, it was just a little bit too hard. Weren't quite into her feet, but yeah, good move.
Yes, yeah, it was. So, okay. Possession so far, with the first 20 minutes gone. Well, you can see there, look at that. Passes created, 16 Northern Ireland, 92 England. 17% possession to Northern Ireland, 83% possession to England. But they both had two shots. So, but it's looking a good game. The longer it goes on for Northern Ireland, they're going to sort of hope maybe they can nick something. But like I say, I mean, if it ends 0-0, it's not the end of the world for England.
No, whatever the result tonight, they've got a quarter-final. So whether that's obviously against Spain or Germany, we'll soon find out. But you want to continue winning because winning's a habit, isn't it? That's what they say. Winning is a habit.
Yes,
but you don't want to lose the game. And to be fair, on the current kind of game, they shouldn't lose this game. I mean, they've not scored yet, but 20 minutes gone. I still expect them to win this game.
Yes, yeah. No, I agree. Melina, hello. How are you? How's Canada this evening? Well, I hope, or this afternoon for you over there in Canada land. Hope you are well, and best wishes to your dad and mom as well, who I know haven't been well either. So put a big red cross on your door. Everybody avoid you, but no, I hope you are all well, Mel, and your family as well. You see, I can be nice to Arsenal fans when I want to be. A long ball from well kept in. Oh, and then she couldn't. But that was well kept in by the England winger there. I think she was offside. Flag's gone up. Going down. Yeah. As I say, you know, it's not a game that England, you know, it's not like they need to win this to go through, so they can just take the time and just really sort of, I mean, fitness levels, you've got to probably say England should easily dominate on that. So they can just really let Northern Ireland run out of steam almost, couldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, the longer it goes on at 0-0, the more hope that's going to give to Ireland. So you do need to be careful at the back.
Yeah.
But they need the ball to score, and they haven't had much of that yet. So.
Indeed. I mean, Ireland are playing right to left as we watch it. I think it's the other way around. It is the other way around on the graphic, but when we get to the second half, it won't change round, so it'll be right. Unfortunately, that's the way that the graphic works. Oh, Bright! What a shot! Have a look at that shot. Ooh, and a good save again. Fair play to the Irish goalkeeper, Burns, who has impressed me. But it has been one, maybe because they have sort of having to sort of defend so much in all the games, but she has really impressed me.
Yeah, she made a mistake for a goal, didn't she, against Norway? But against 6 months as a pro, like she's doing pretty well in her first international tournament.
Yeah. And she saved a lot in that game to make up for it, really. You know?
And she will, you know, have a lot to do because they will be defending, obviously, more than they'll be attacking. She's done pretty much most of what's been asked of her, and that's all she can do.
Yeah.
And a lot of the goals that they've conceded, you know, have not been her fault. They've been the defence in front of her, or you know, just good shots. So.
Yeah. Everton are in America, James. How the hell did they get over there?
And sold Richarlison to be able to afford the flight.
Yeah. I never said that. I'm just thinking that Everton are playing Liverpool in America. Everton are playing Arsenal in America.
Oh.
7 shots to England, 1 to Northern Ireland now.
I'd put my house on a scoring.
I'm not sure how to take that. Oh, is it? Is it? Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, that was. I bet there must have been a few thousand England fans behind the goal sucking that ball back in between the posts. That was close. And again, a great move from England. Number 2 is that Lucy Bonds passing it through to White. And oh, yeah. I mean, it literally was less than a ball width away from the post. That was so unlucky. But again, a good move, an excellent move from England. But you do feel watching this that it is a case of when rather than if.
Yeah, I mean, again, we say how what's the word I'm looking for? Lethal that England have been and ruthless they've been. It's chances like that might, come back to haunt us in the end. But
yes,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Having,
I don't think so against this team.
Yeah.
Against other teams, yeah. That, again, no disrespect to Northern Ireland, but yeah, if we were playing, France or Germany or somebody like that, you say yes. If you don't take your chances, it could come and hurt you. Hello to the Irish fan. I'm not going to read that out. Not with the name that you've got there. And it was the Irish goalkeeper that's taking a lot of medical care there.
I think she's okay.
Yeah, she's having a drink on mine. She did time her run well, James. Yes. Charlotte says, "Mamma mia." I've got you now, Charlotte. I always know when you're a little bit sort of like, oh my God, what happened there? Where you're a little bit agitated. The Italian comes out in you. What's the matter, you? Hey, gotta know this. I'm still searching, Charlotte. I'm still searching just for that one line. I don't know if she's sunburnt or not, but the Burns, the Irish goalkeeper, always looks so red in the face. Yeah, Charlotte says she's fine there.
Yeah, she's.
Power Puncher, welcome along. Not going to lie, but Burnley are better than Leicester City at the moment. Well, we're not talking because it's not a league game, but then we wouldn't be talking anyway because we're in different leagues now. Because I think you were that better than us that you got yourself relegated.
And we had a bad season.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, that makes yours disastrous. But banter, mate, banter. You're filling in Dan's shoes. Dan's actually gone to watch Burnley. I think they're playing Shrewsbury today in a friendly down at Shrewsbury. I'm not saying anything that they're playing Shrewsbury because we've just played Notts County, so we don't have the most exciting pre-seasons, do we, Lou?
No. We had some good games though.
We always have the one good game, don't we, at the end?
Yeah, the big one that everyone goes and watches and that actually gets played at the KP.
Yes. Although I must admit, I've seen Barcelona and Real Madrid, and I think it was Stuttgart doing that. So, it's just I can't remember the last time that Ireland had the ball in our half. To be honest with you, it is all.
Yeah, I think again it's just about you need to be conscious of that because pushing forward's all great, but you need to be good with your passing if you're going forward because if you do lose it, you're then obviously setting yourself up for a counter. So
yes,
just be conscious of it.
Well, the English standing manager's come down to have a word with. I know that's the fourth official of the linesman, but he wasn't happy about something. I think it was the linesman. Linesman, they still call them assistant referees. This is just
Yeah,
force of habit. Yeah.
I still call them linesmen as well.
Yeah. It's, they all got a drink break in there, I think, while the goalkeeper was having work done.
Yeah. It's not as hot as it has been over the last few days.
It's not, no. And as I say, we're lucky that we, well, I say lucky, I think it's been planned that we sort of play at 8 o'clock at night. But it is making me think about Qatar a bit. Oh, England. England.
There'll be stoppage after stoppage in the World Cup because they'll have to be. You've got
Yes.
to, play safety. It sounds pathetic, but when you're running around trying to play football in that heat, you can obviously get seriously ill. So they'll be break after break. They'll have to be.
Yeah. I mean, they keep saying that the stadiums are air conditioned, but I'm presuming therefore that they've all got roofs on. Otherwise, there's no point having air conditioning, is there?
Yeah, and also they might have air conditioning, but what does air conditioning really do? Bring it down a few degrees. It's not going to make that much difference. Yeah, it's just the whole thing's just corrupt and.
Well, we know, yeah, we do know that. So it's half an hour gone. In this game, it is Northern Ireland 0, England 0, but it's all one-way traffic. In the other game, Group A, round 3, Austria 0, Norway 0. 21st ranking in the world there, playing 12th ranking in the world in Norway. Let's have a look who is. It's probably pretty even there, I must admit. 49% possession to Austria, 51 to Norway. And it's 4 shots to Austria and 1 to Norway. And the passes are sort of quite close as well. So that looks like quite a tight game.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And, it's still 0-0. So it's always squeaky bum time, isn't it? Again, Norway, I don't think they've had the best tournament so far. No. Yeah.
Austria must actually fancy the chances.
Yeah, they've got to go in there and believe they can win. It's a chance for them to qualify. Go in there believing you can win and see what happens.
Yeah. 83% possession to England, and they've got the free kick. 3-man wall for Northern Ireland. Number 11 going to take it for England. Not sure what the English socks are meant to be, but there we go. Over the ball, chipped in, header on. Oh, just wide. Just wide. Is that the number 8 there, I think, for England?
Yeah.
So number 11 jumped over it. It was taken and nice free kick though. Number 7, Mead took it for England. Number 2 is Lucy Bronze. These funny shaped numbers they've got on the back. Lucy Bronze connected with it and just wide. So good chance there for England.
Yeah, should maybe have done a little better with that. It's free header, inside the box.
Yeah,
probably should have done a little better.
When you look at that stat that's just come up on the screen there, 11 attempts for England, 1 for Northern Ireland. I mean, would you say? I mean, let's say it finishes 0-0, from a Northern Irish perspective, you've got to actually think that's not bad.
That'd be a brilliant result for them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They would be pleased with that. Yeah. Oh, I know.
If they can get any points in this tournament, from any of the 3 games, they would have been ecstatically happy. And this is obviously the last chance to do that. So,
yes.
It's now or never. But even if they don't, they've scored their first tournament goal, and just getting here is an achievement for these players. They've been 6 months of professional football, so qualifying, they weren't even professional.
Yeah. I just hope this isn't going to turn into another France performance. England are down the side. Now it's a corner to England. They've got to learn how to sort of break this Irish defence down and get some of the shots on target.
Yeah, it's been a little less clinical than what they have been in previous games. You know,
Yeah.
the amount of chances they've had, you'd expect them to have a couple at least. But
Yes.
you know, it's also the goalkeeper and the defence have played quite well.
Hmm. So Hemp again on corner duty, left-footed in. It's a long one towards the back. Goalkeeper comes and punches well. Oh, I think one of the Irish players took a shot in the face there, but it's play on, and yeah, no, Hemp outrun the Irish player quite easily to get it back to the goalkeeper. I think they're saying kick it out. Don't know if the Irish player's on her feet yet. Yeah, she looks to be. And they're an hour half. Oh my! Well, that caught England out, and that's what they've got to be careful about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I'm saying, of course, go forward, but you've got to be conscious of that back, because if they get a goal, they're going to defend it. They're just going to sit back and defend. You know, they're not going to try and get a second one. They'll sit back and defend and try and get the 3 points. So that makes it then harder for England to score.
England were lucky there because it was offside, but it almost kept, our goalkeeper was almost like in no man's land. She came, but then didn't come and get it. She came and kind of stopped, and she just ran out of angle, did the Irish player, but luckily it was offside anyway. But
yeah, I think Ireland are actually doing quite well. England's taken a lot of shots from quite far out, and they maybe need to calm that down. Yeah, just calm down a little bit and actually try and get that width, because that's what does it. Get it to him, get it on the wings, and then with Bronze as well, and then obviously Ellen White in that middle, and just get players in the box from the wide positions. But not really done that so much this time. And I think as well, like, they know where to defend. Most goals happen in the middle of the goal. So they're putting the defenders in the middle of the goal, and that's exactly what you should do.
Yes. Oh, what's happened in the other game?
Austria scored.
What a header! What a header for Austria! Wow. That was a good. I'm got to say that was well taken. A good cross in. She got up and headed it well. A deserved goal there for Austria. We said they were on top, as just slightly. 37 gone. It is 1-0 to Austria, and that was Biller scored in the 37th minute with an assist for Henshaw. So Austria 1. Norway 0. It's all going a bit wrong for Norway.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know whether the England results really affected them or whether they're just having a bad tournament. I mean, it started quite well for them.
Yes.
But then again, they were playing the weakest team in the group, weren't they? First game. So
yeah. Well, just as it stands at the moment, England are top with 7 points. Austria second with 6 points. Norway third with 3, but they're on -6, so they're going to need something special. And Northern Ireland with 1 point on -5. And England are through, and I'm guessing they don't score because I heard your groan before. And it came off the Irish defender who probably knew nothing about it at all. I think it just hit her as she was on the line. Let's have a look at it again. Oh, it's a lovely pullback from the England. Oh, lovely. It was lovely play. And it was straight in the midriff of the Irish defender. I don't think she knew an awful lot about it, to be honest with you. But what a good stop and turn from number 14 for England. And she another corner from number 11, headed in and just wide. Charlotte says, bring on Kaz Carney.
Yeah, be nice.
Oh, that header was, it was well wide. It was a lovely move, though. It was a lovely move that England made there.
Oh, what a goal!
Oh, hang on. Have I got to get Diddly Dan ready? Is Diddly Dan needed? I
What a
guess
goal.
I have a feeling he might be needed. Let's have a look. Number 11. It's a long-range effort. What a goal! What a goal! In fairness, number 14 for England. England take the lead with thunderbolt. Would you call that?
I would, yeah. It was a really well taken goal at the end of a really good move. And again, they get it wide, which pulls Ireland over. And then, yeah, just an excellent goal.
It was. The crowd are getting up, holding their clappers up with that says goal all over it. Did he get in? So 1-0 to England. Kirby scoring in the 41st minute. I mean, I was watching the movement of the Irish players as they were walking away there, and they looked so dejected.
Yeah, they've put a lot of work in, and this being so close to half time, if they could have got to half time 0-0, that half time team talk is obviously very different to what it will be now, because they've got to go and score. And if they're going to get anything out of this game, they've got to score, which means they've got to push forward maybe a little bit more, which will hopefully leave more room at the back for England. It was an amazing goal. Amazing goal.
Yeah, it was absolutely well taken. I mean, had that had been Ronaldo doing that,
would have heard about it for months.
Exactly, 100%. We so would. Charlotte says yes, they killed it. Northern Ireland's resistance finally broken, says James. Lovely finish. 1-0 England get in, says Ryan. I just think now, like, it will be interesting. I mean, it will be interesting to see the reaction from the Irish, and they're coming away here with it. They've lost it out to England. The next, there's only 4 minutes to go, but the next 4 minutes has got to be very, very important for them, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they've got to go in at the worst 1-0 down. Like, if they go down anymore, there's going to be no coming back for them. So they've got to go forward, and this is where the 50-50 thing comes in, isn't it? Because they're going to want to go forward because they have to, because they're going to get something from the game. But that, like I say, is going to leave room at the back for England. So they just need to be careful that it doesn't become 3, 4, and 5 too quickly.
Yes, definitely. Which it could unfortunately do. Oh, that wasn't. That was a free kick. She's let play go on, but the ball was straight to an England defender. So that has actually changed the table now. What I literally said 2 minutes before. England are now plus 10 goal difference, 9 points on top. Austria plus 2 with 6 points in second. Norway minus 6 with 3, and Northern Ireland minus 6 with 0 points. Charlotte says, I have a soft spot for Northern Ireland.
They are kind of the feel-good team in the competition because of where they come from, And
yes, exactly. I always say, with the European Cups, with the Champions League, with the World Cups, stick all the balls into one bag and pull them out. And then if you have got a group full of, an England, a France, and a Germany, so be it. It makes qualifying, harder and more fun to watch. You don't get these 20-0s. And then if you've got a group with a Latvia, a Northern Ireland, and Estonia, or Lithuania, whatever, then it gives one of them the 2. You kept quiet there, Lou. You kept quiet there. What what did we just say?
Yeah.
Beth Mead. She's on
Yeah,
form
it's
at
a
the moment. Oh, did you
it's a deflection. There is a deflection, and to be arguably, the goalkeeper probably would have saved that had it not took the deflection. But that's your luck, isn't it? And England on target, on shots on target and possession probably deserve to be 2-0 up. So
yes, yeah. I think that will be given to her though, won't it? I think it will, won't be given as an own goal.
It was on target.
Yes. 2-0 England, says Ryan. I know, literally, we've just said they've got to make sure that doesn't happen, and then it does happen. That poor Northern Irish goalkeeper, I feel so sorry for her. She looks like her face is about to explode. She's that red. But I do. 4 minutes.
She's putting herself in the window to get a professional contract, at club level. And that's another thing that these girls need to do. They need to try and get to a level where they can get a professional contract somewhere. And then they'll get better because they'll be playing with better players. They'll be playing against better players. They'll be playing every week. And then it kind of snowballs from there. Ireland aren't going to ever probably win a World Cup or anything, but
no, but
they can win groups. Now, there's nothing to say that in 15 years' time, this Irish side can't be winning, topping the group like England are.
Yes, yeah. No reason at all. They've shown the guts, they've not taken anything lying down. They held out for 40 minutes, and we an overlap here. She see? Yes, she has. Down the outside, number 7, Mead, back in. Oh, Irish player got in the way of the English attacker. And it's a free kick, I believe, to Ireland. As Charlotte said there, if you don't shoot, you don't score. Quite right. And as James said there, England have. So 2-0 to England. It's just what Northern Ireland didn't want.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Irish, 9 times out of 10, the cream will rise to the top, and that's what looks like is going to happen.
Yeah. They got 3 minutes, playing 3 minutes extra in Brighton, where Austria playing Norway and still leading 1-0. James makes a good point here. England have the game under complete control now with those 2 goals. Got to give Northern Ireland credit. I think he should have said there, for being hard to break down for 40 minutes. And there's a ball crossing over. Oh, goes all the way across. Oh, she couldn't quite keep it in. Please, I know I'm going completely off track here, Lou, but I mentioned earlier, what is it with these England socks?
I like them.
I do like. It's just like I've never seen socks like them. It's like they're wearing, slipper socks. But again, it's nice to see something a bit different.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Have you seen the Leicester away kit that's supposed to be the beige creamy one?
No, I've not.
I'm not a fan. It's not official yet, but if that's our away kit, I won't be buying it. No, I usually buy the away kit, but I will not be buying that. It's hideous. I
say every season, oh, I don't like the pink one, I bought it. Or I don't like the grey one, I bought it.
I love the green one.
The green one, I didn't like it, I bought it. Yeah.
I didn't like the green one until I went to the Charity of Shield and I saw someone wearing it.
Yeah.
I thought, actually, that looks quite nice. I like it.
I did exactly the same. That's where I decided I was buying it. Can I just say, I can't afford, because I bought the England shirt this season. The Leicester shirt. And thanks for the help from Melina. But I didn't get me details on the back because I couldn't afford it. And I have been buying every shirt, each season, but I can only afford one. And I love the Leicester one. I did the sort of the shirt review earlier, and I put Leicester top. I just love it with the collar. It reminds me of the shirts, when Weller and Worthington were playing. The old Admiral kit reminds me of that so much. But no, I haven't seen the away kit, and I hope I don't like it, because then I won't be wishing I bought it.
Well, if it's that cream one, no.
It is half time. It is
Yeah.
1-0. And I'll just say, I don't know. As I say, I did the show earlier, and it is under latest shows on Leicester LTIDtv. It is only the home kits that I've reviewed, and looking at some of the away kits, they are awful. So maybe it's the season that Leicester are fitting in, and we're just going to have everybody's got an awful second strip. I'll tell you something, Forest away strip looks like Norwich on heat. I'll tell you, do not. That is awful. But it is half time. It is Northern Ireland 0, England 2, Austria 1, Norway 0. England sit comfortably top of the group with 9 points. So we are looking good and safe to go through. We will be back after we have a break to go and water the plants, drop the kids off at the pool, whatever you want to do. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes with Chris and Lou again. See you in 5.
See ya.
Cheers.
LTID Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
And it's live.
Indeed it is, and welcome back. And hello, Louise.
I don't know if you can see the picture, but this is the away kit, apparently. Hold on.
Hang on. Oh, no, you've just got
Hold on.
something. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, no.
It's a horrible colour, isn't it?
Oh, no. That's wrong.
Well, that's actually better than what I saw originally.
Is that brown I see?
I think it's meant to be gold.
Right.
I think it's
We
meant to
don't
be
want
gold.
brown. We remember Coventry City's brown kit, don't we? The last thing we want is brown, but no. Oof. No, thank you. I must admit, there one I do regret buying. It was a couple of years ago, I think. Or was it last year or the year before? No, last year. Last year, the third one was the grey, and I bought that.
Yeah.
The year before, the third one was white, and I bought that, and it was horrible. It was just literally like a T-shirt from TK Maxx, or well, not even TK Maxx, to be honest with you. I didn't like the white one at all. But I still bought it. There we go. That's a Leicester fan for you. Yeah, Leicester City away kit is bad. It is if that's it, I'm afraid. Charlotte said, didn't realise there was pinky orange on the flag.
Pinky orange. I think is that the sock colour? Yeah, it is. Looks like yeah.
And that joke is that bad, Charlotte. Yeah. I'll put it up, but I'm not going to read it out. I mean, we don't need to go through the facts, do we? Because I mean, and the stats. I think we do want to say England dominated.
Yeah, and again, like they're making some changes, which I think is good because they're going to need those starters for obviously for the quarterfinal. And to be honest, like they're not needed, so why risk them? You know what I mean? Why risk them getting injured? Why risk them getting burnt out? And also, if you do get injuries, you're going to need to bring players on. They're going to need to have had minutes. So I think it's probably the wise move.
Oh, definitely. If you haven't already and you are new to the channel, LTIDtv, please give us a subscription or subscribe on YouTube channel. We've gone down one for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, please give us a subscribe. LTIDtv. Right, let's bring it all back up because we are getting ready to kick off. Changes are being made. And like you say, I totally agree with you there. You know, if you can't make changes now, I mean, look when we were beating Norway 8-0, you know, sort of 5-0 odd, we started to make. Oh, White's coming off, and Russo's coming on.
Yeah, I don't think Ellen White's going to particularly like it, but again, why risk her getting injured? Why risk her, burnout? Again, still a lot of games to go if England are going to, go as far as they want to. So. Yeah.
Millie Bright is off. Stanway's off. Toon is on. Let's hope we can get a Toon out of her today. Oh, sorry. Yes. I know. You don't have to tell me. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's 2-0 up. We're comfortable in this game, and I say without disrespecting Northern Ireland, I can't see them coming back in this. So yeah, get the players on, give them a run out, give them some practice, and let's get them at it. Yeah, bro. If Leicester City win the Premier League and FA Cup next season, do you think it would be a good season? I don't think it will be a bad one, bro. I don't think it'll be a bad one. Charlotte said everybody likes a good tune. Indeed, they do. And many a good tune is played on an old fiddle, as they say. Not that I'm calling her an old fiddle at all, but you know what I mean. So 1-0 Austria, Norway, 2-0 England against Northern Ireland, and we are sat comfortably atop the group with 9 points plus 10, 6 points to Austria plus 2, 3 points to Norway minus 6, and unfortunately no points to Northern Ireland minus 6 as well. But as we said earlier, to be fair to Northern Ireland, their height, their bit was getting to the finals. Oh, they're on the breakaway. Can she get it? Oh, it was just taken off her by the defender. She was all on her own there.
Yeah, and that was the problem because they're defending deeper, obviously. I feel like they're getting deeper and deeper. When they do get the ball, it's either there's no one up there at all, or it's just the one player that England are managing to double team. So
again, when you see that, I mean, she was away and the England player just chased her down, and that's the level of fitness, the difference in it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And like I say, these girls are professional in kind of quotation marks almost, because they've got 6-month contracts. They're not going back to training; they're going back to jobs when this finishes.
I'd say, James, at the moment, if you put a $5 on your score prediction, you'd be getting it in because you went 2-0 to England. I don't somehow think it's going to end that, but at the moment, your quid's in. Lose 5-0 still looks on. My 7-1 doesn't. Oh, yes.
Looks more on now.
James, the words are taken out of my mouth. 2 minutes in. 2 minutes in, and it is 3-0. And maybe my 7-1 isn't so bad.
I think the 7's on. I'm not sure about the 1. That's the problem.
No, I am thinking I was maybe
little too generous. Yeah.
3-0. Let's have a look at this ball come in. Play, lovely play. 1-2 into the box, a header, and the Northern Ireland goalkeeper was just fixed to the floor. She would never have got that in a month of Sundays. Well done, Russo. That is excellent. And it deserves one of these. And it's breaking again. It's breaking again because he's been played so often. So it's 3-0 to England. James, there goes your 2-0 prediction. What do I know about football? Well, just look at me last. Oh, I thought I was going in again. Just look at me last season in the prediction league. I mean, I was. I beat Steve Lynix, but he missed the first 3 games. So, apart from that, I never got one right. And in the prediction league on the website with the ex-players, it was like. I was well bottom. I couldn't get it right at all. Charlotte says she has a girl crush on Russo. You go, girl. You go. So I think if anybody's gone for 1 goal for Northern Ireland, I might give them an amnesty. It's only because I've got 1 goal for Ireland. My rules, my game. But your 5-0 is definitely on, Lou.
Yeah, just again, it's fitness and it's class. At the end of the day, England are better than Northern Ireland and should be winning by that 4 or 5 margin. So I mean, it's not guaranteed yet by any stretch. Obviously got 2 goals to go, but we're only on 50 minutes.
Yes, yeah.
Again, if the game goes on, they're going to get tired. I would have thought that Ireland are going to bring on substitutes because they're going to want to give their players opportunities as much as possible to play in these games.
It's nice to give everybody a chance as well, isn't it? So they've all had a game,
Especially against England. Like I said, when this group was drawn, it is the game that they would have been looking forward to the most, obviously.
They're just showing the header again for Russo there. What a header. Oh, that little girl. Bless her. She's loving it. Loving it. David, hello. Welcome back. How the devil are you, sir? Welcome along. You just missed an England goal in the second half. It is currently Northern Ireland 0, England 3. And it's still 1-0 in the other game as well. Austria took the lead on the 37th minute through Billa.
Looks like my predictions are going to go wonky already. As I said, England and Norway would go through, didn't I?
To be honest with you, I wasn't going to bring any of those up yet. I was waiting for the moment, but I'm sure we will visit them at some point.
We're in Group A, and it's wrong already.
Well, let's get all the group stages out of the way, and then we can look at it. And you might be sort of overall, you might be up. Talking of, well, I don't know when England are going to play next. It's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, I think, isn't it?
I believe it's Tuesday, and I am off work.
You are off work.
It's working so well out for me at the moment.
That is just, I love your work at the moment.
I don't, but that's a totally different reason.
Oh no, it could be Wednesday or Thursday. Sorry,
Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not working either of those either.
I think right. It's looking like we're
not night time. I'm working day.
Wednesday. We'll see how it goes. Well, obviously, we'll see at the end, and we'll speak before then.
Yeah.
It all depends who we're playing, when we're playing, etc.
Yeah. Whose games is it tomorrow? Group B tomorrow.
Group B tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, I'm not working tomorrow.
Well, what I've done, I don't think that was a yelp for Northern Ireland.
No, it wasn't.
David says Norway will get back level. They're making a hard chink of it at the moment. But here we go through. Oh, and yeah. I think this is just demoralising Northern Ireland now.
Yep.
So it's 4-0 with 53 minutes on the clock. Who got that goal?
Russo
got a second goal. Wow. Mm-hmm. Was she brought on as a substitute, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
Not a bad substitute to bring on, is it?
Do a little like swizzle, and then she was in on goal and put it in the back of the net. Brilliant.
Yes. Oh, that was again. Let's not beat around the bush there. If that had been, like I say, a Messi or a Ronaldo, somebody did that, they would be shouting from the rooftops about it.
Yeah.
What a lovely, lovely turn that was. I've got to be honest with you. As I say, I think the England performances have been the best of any of the teams I've seen. It's just the technically good. I mean, obviously, with the coach we've got, he's doing a great job. Charlotte said offside. Don't think it was it? No, it's still 4-0. Maybe nearly 5 now. Wow. My 7 could still be on. Come on, England. Just get 7 now. Go for the jugular. We are, Ryan. We are destroying them. I'm not going to lie. Oh, that should be easy for the goalkeeper. Yep, just to pick it up. Looked offside. Yeah. Russo, 3 goals in 3 matches. Now, that is not a bad return. Oh, can I just say, I'm going to frame this here. There's a woman, a lady, a female, whatever you want to say, actually admitting she was wrong. Fellas, let's just take a minute to let that sink in. A woman admitting that she was wrong.
Don't get used to it, is all I'm going to tell you.
Well, all
Enjoy it while it lasts. Don't get used to it.
All I can say is this.
Well, I don't believe it.
It is true. It is true. Charlotte, you are never going to be allowed to forget that. You know that. Home advantage is the big advantage, but it's still great to watch. Yeah, it is. And Charlotte just laughing there. And it goes out for a goal kick to Northern Ireland. I think Bethany's trying to get a corner, but in fact, it's probably a fair shout. Yes, it is, because we've got it. It is a corner. Good spot by the referee. 9 corners to 0 to England. Let's see what we can do with this. Or punched clear from the corner by the goalkeeper. Can they break Northern Ireland? No. England hoover it up, so to speak. Charlotte says Russo for a hat trick.
Let's hope so.
Yes, be nice. Oh, the lights are coming on here.
Oh.
That was a one person to pass to Ireland. England are coming away. Lovely turn again by Russo, and a shot just wide. Just wide. Oh, that wasn't Russo. Who was that? Kelly. Sorry. Well done, Charlotte. Kelly. Wasn't that far. Was not that far either. They're going to make some more changes here, England. Which again, you like you say, you can't blame them, can you?
No, you can't. Like as I said, if England are going to go far in this tournament, then you're going to need to rest players, and it's a squad game in a tournament, and it's really important that you bring on players so that if they are needed through injury or something like that, then they're ready to go and they've had some minutes.
Indeed. I think England were definitely playing on Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay.
Yeah. But you say you're not working then?
No, I've got half days because we've got no staff.
Okay. Brilliant. We played the runners-up in Group B.
And that's Germany or Spain?
Yes. Yeah.
Watch Germany tomorrow because I'm not at work. I haven't seen them yet. Because they're playing the one I always keep missing.
I saw them, and I'm trying to think. which game I saw them in. So it wasn't the Spain game.
No, apparently that was a good game though.
Or was it the? Yes, it was the. I did watch the Spain game. Yes, and it wasn't a bad game. I think Spain had a lot of domination, etc., but didn't make the most of it. You know, Germany were just as clinical as they always are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Kelly to come on, says Charlotte. I think she's on now. Mead passes it in. I mean, this is one-way traffic, isn't it now? Hope for balling. Nobody's going to get on that, and it certainly goes out for Irish goal kick. Now, Ireland are going to make a couple of substitutions now as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a too late kind of situation, but as I said, you want to get all those players on to give them the opportunities,
Yes.
you know, to get better, because essentially that's what it does when you're playing players that are better than you. That's how you get better. So you'll want to do that for as many players as possible.
Yes.
And plus, you know, they've worked so hard; they've just not had the class to kind of match England.
No.
So there'll be a lot of tired legs.
I suppose the thing is, though, if you're the reserve goalkeeper, you must be getting a bit fed up because you don't generally get a run out, do you?
No, that's true. Don't usually get subbed on as a goalkeeper.
No. It's still 1-0 to Austria.
Is a draw enough for Norway to go through? Wait,
let me just have a look, because as it stands at the moment, let me just refresh this. As it stands at the moment, England 13 goal difference, 9 points. No, because if Norway equalise, they're going to have 4 points, which will be the same as Austria. But Austria will have then a +1 goal difference. Norway will have a -5 goal difference.
Right, because of what we did to them.
Yes, yeah. So then they need to win it, Norway.
Okay.
Kelly, what am I saying? Charlotte, you are. I'm not going to say I'm annoyed at you. I'm not going to say I'm angry at you. I am just going to say I am very, very disappointed in you. You shouldn't be doing that at your age.
Not angry, just disappointed.
Just disappointed. You can tell I'm a parent, can't you? Charlotte, you disappoint me.
See, my mum never said that. My mum just shouted a lot when I did.
Mine did as well. I was back in the day when parents were allowed to smack the kids. So,
my mum, the worst one I remember about my mum is that I went out. I would have been about 16, and she says, "Right, be back by 8 o'clock," and I wasn't. And she shouted at me, and like came towards me, so I ran off, and we ended up running around the settee because it was like off the wall.
Oh yes.
And I don't know why I did it, because I was just making it worse for myself. Just made it worse for myself.
Yeah. Because you weren't going to get away, were you? You know that. No. Although
I was horrible to my mother, though.
You what? Sorry.
I was horrible to my mother.
Oh well, kids we were. We all had our moments, didn't we? You know.
I used to run away all the time. I used to run away. But when I ran away, I'd always run away to my nan's house, so she knew where I was, really.
Yes. Just let you stew for a few hours, think she's looking for you.
And my nan would always say, "Does your mum know you're here?" And I'd go, "Yeah, of course she does." And she didn't.
Yeah.
My poor nan as well. Poor nan. Always in the middle of it.
Dragging everybody into your schemes, you know. But,
oh, my nan was always the peacemaker between me and my mum, always.
They usually are. Charlotte, was the bottle of beer to wash down the swordfish, was it? Was it like? Was it? I presume it's going to be something like Grolsch for you. It won't be cut of Carlsberg or Hart.
Peroni.
Or Peroni, yeah, Peroni, yeah, exactly. That's the one. Beer and Mortelli or something they're advertising at the moment. That's quite nice. I've had the,
I love Peroni. One of my favorites.
She's given half the beer to the dog, apparently. Heathcliff.
Oh, poor dog.
Yes. Is that? I don't know if that's allowed or not. Calling you dog Heathcliff. Now, I'm sorry, Charlotte. You're not telling me that you're not posh. Lobster the other night, swordfish tonight. You've got a dog that's called Heathcliff.
And a double-barreled surname.
Yes, yeah. You stand at the door at night and go, Heathcliff. Oh, Heathcliff, do come in. Or do you just play the Kate Bush song? Heathcliff, if Cassie, you come home, boy. Yeah, all right. I'll shut up. So, 66 minutes gone. Half an hour to go, just under. 4-0 to England. And I think maybe now we'll 420 passes complete for England, 55 for Northern Ireland. I mean, that just says it all, doesn't it, Lou?
Yeah, it does. They've had way more possession, obviously, which helps. But they've made the most of that possession. Plenty of teams have more possession than the opposition and don't take advantage of it. But England have done so. Yeah.
Yes. Charlotte, I don't know whether you're joking me now or not. She says she's got a butler and 3 maids. Oh dear. You're not got a chauffeur? Oh my God, you call yourself posh and you haven't even got a chauffeur. My God, woman. You're from the wrong side of the road. England come away again. And it's just going to be shepherded out for a Irish goal kick. Yeah, it's all gone like just a little bit flat now, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? Because Ireland are running out of steam or have run out of steam, and England are quite happy with 4-0 by the looks of it. I mean, they're going to obviously try and take their chances if they come along. But again, it's a hot night. They've done what they need to do. They're going to top the group with 9 points.
Yeah.
And what was it, 13 goal difference?
Yeah, it was 13 goal difference.
That's pretty good. And obviously just got set up there for that quarterfinal.
I mean, I know, just looking at the other teams then, I know they'll have only played 2 games, but Germany have got a +6 goal difference. Spain have only got +1. Netherlands and Sweden have only got 1 each, +1 each. And France is only +5. So they must be looking at us and thinking, oh my God,
Yeah, I mean, obviously 8 in 1 game helps that. But at the end of the day, I mean, no team's going to be, the top teams aren't going to be scared of England because they feel they can go and do the same. But England aren't going to be scared of them anymore. And that's the difference.
Exactly,
5 years ago, England was scared of playing Germany or scared of playing Spain or, in the World Cup, Brazil and the United States. They're not anymore. And nor should they be because they beat all those teams. So that's the difference. It's the mentality of, yeah, you're good, but we're good as well. And on our day, with a bit of luck, we can beat you. And that makes a difference, I think, when they go out and play.
So 4-0, coming up to 70 minutes. And like I said many a time, I've really enjoyed this Women's Euros.
Me too. There's some great games. I think my favourite game is probably the Netherlands one against who did I watch them against?
Yeah.
Was it France?
Netherlands.
Was it France?
Sweden, Netherlands, Sweden.
Sweden, that was the one.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a really. I think that's been the best game of the tournament.
I think I would agree with you there. Yes, yeah,
Winning 8-0 obviously was amazing, but it was obviously very one-sided. Whereas that game was a cracker. You know, you didn't know who was going to take it in the end.
yes,
And yeah, just a really good game. Just a good advert for women's football. And you know, they're the kind of games I wish people who didn't follow the women's game would watch.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely. As James said here, I fully enjoyed watching the tournament. Plenty of goals and good football. Charlotte says she has a cook as well with one arm. I used to have a butler with he had no left arm. I used to say serves him right. Blame Charlotte. She dragged me into that one. Charlotte did. It's not my fault. I think David's watching the Austria game. Should have wrapped this up by now, he says. Still only at the 1-0 though. If you haven't already, please, as it says there, please subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Leicester LTIDtv. And if you are subscribed, please smash the likes button. It does help with our algorithms. And how YouTube sort of places us, etc. So please hit the likes button. So into the last 20 minutes. Can you see another goal for England?
Yeah, I can. I mean, it's just that last little ball that's not quite working for us at the moment. But yeah, again, they've got all the ball, they've got all the possession. So if any team's going to score, it's going to be them, but not quite getting it right at the moment.
Oh, now then. Ireland gave the ball away to an England player in the box. She went down, but it hasn't been stopped. And another long shot there. And why not, I guess, when you're 4-0 up.
I mean, I think there's been a couple that have come out of frustration in that first half, but now it's not. And maybe keep that ball, make it harder for them, wear them out even more, and hopefully things will happen for you. But I can't criticise the performance or the result again tonight. I can't really criticise them so far in this tournament. So.
Well, we said in our first game, and probably because I was new to it, I did say I was disappointed England only winning 1-0 to Austria. But of course, I mean, they were semi-finalists last time out, and they're going through in second. In this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I am surprised, because I did obviously predict it would be England and Norway, but Norway just haven't been there. And at the end of the day, you don't win things on paper, and there is always surprises as tournaments go along, especially international ones.
Yeah.
So, if we knew what was going to happen, there'd be no point playing the games.
Exactly. Bronze is off and Carter is on. Or in and out if you want to follow the UEFA things. Charlotte says, we have racehorses, send me money for a tip. You are joking with your standard of your tips for these games, Charlotte. I would know where am I wasting money letting you tell me what horses are going to win. But I like your cheekiness, but yes, I'll keep my money in my pocket if you don't mind. England coming. Oh, England on the breakaway didn't quite control it there. And what's been given offside, I think. Yeah. The standard of officiating has been very good as well.
Yeah, it has.
On the whole, I mean, there's always odd bits you can criticise, but I think what I like is that we've finished this all the time and we haven't been talking about the referees and we haven't been talking about VAR. Yes, during the game, obviously, but, how many times? 30, just short of 30,785 at St Mary's, That is a good crowd.
It's a really good crowd. And again, it's not quite Old Trafford, obviously, but it's pretty good.
Well, at the end of the day, it's a smaller stadium.
Oh,
Right, let's have a wait here and see. England turns in the middle of the park. Long ball out to the near side to number 7, Mead. Takes it on the inside, chips it into the box. And is it an own goal? Oh, I think it is.
it unfortunately is, yeah.
Oh, Burrows, I think she's called. Number 13 as well.
I mean, it's a really good goal. It's just in the wrong end.
Yes. And the Irish coach is shaking his head and banging his head.
Like,
Number 6 was a good cross in from Beth Mead, and she just, what was she doing?
I don't think she can get a call from behind her though, because she's got plenty of time to take that ball down.
Yes.
She obviously didn't get a shot from behind.
Although I think it probably. But he's not happy, the Irish coach. Number 13, unlucky for some, unlucky for Ireland, not unlucky for England, and he's back again. And there's Lou sat there thinking, if only I'd put a fiver on this. 5-0, Lou. Wow.
The game's not finished yet. I might not be right yet.
Oh, no.
10 minutes left yet.
Can England get 2 goals in 10 minutes?
Can.
We can.
Really
My Northern Ireland one is looking a little bit like, well, that's never going to happen. But
you can be half right, though.
Yes, I could be half right. Yes.
You can be half right.
Charlotte says yes, laughs at the fact that I won't be sending her any money. Good finish though, sliced that completely, which didn't help the keeper. Yeah, I mean, I think that was it. I think, I don't think she connected with it well at all, and it, as they say, it just spun off and up and over. But England are coming forward again. Oh, they're asking for a handball. Well, one player was, so maybe that explains it. Ireland on the break. Could they get a consolation? Not with passing like that. They can't, no.
Oh, that was unlucky.
Yeah, horrible moment. It's a horrible moment for any player, to score an own goal. I said the only person that probably got used to it was Frank Sinclair when he was at Leicester. He liked the odd own goal or two, didn't he? Was it 3 or 4 matches on the trot that he got one in that season?
I think it was 3.
Yes, I think it was.
It was 3.
Bless him.
That's that ball.
Still love the guy. Still love the guy to bits. What's the referee given here? This is Kirby's. Oh, I don't think that could be classed as a penalty. That's one of those that hit between the arm and the top of the arm and the chest, didn't it? I wasn't sure,
Yeah. When I first saw it again, I did think, that looks a penalty to me. And then when I saw it again, quite clearly, like you say, it's a chest just kind of next to her arm.
Yeah. I mean, if it had hit the arm and sort of come back onto the chest, but it didn't, did it? It kind of hit everything straight on. So they're making a substitution. Furness is off for Ireland and Caldwell is on. I'm sorry, I can't say in and out. I refuse to. Furness has got a big fan in there with their own flag.
In the middle. Oh.
They're coming. I mean, in fact, got to give it credit to Northern Ireland. They're still battling.
Yeah, and I can say that over all 3 games that they've not given up. You know,
No.
even though they've been quite a few down, not given up. They're trying. They're just, like I say, not quite got that class yet to really challenge the teams they've been playing. And you know, that's understandable. Like I say, they're not pro. You know, they're not training every day. They're not playing in, you know, week in, week out. So it's not surprising.
Yeah, and as David says there, they've conceded less than Norway. They certainly have. Although, in fact, sorry, in David, I'm going to have to actually correct you there because Northern Ireland are currently on -9 goal difference. Oh, mind you, Norway probably scored more, so it makes the overall, No, fair point, David. Fair point. So it's Austria still 1-0. No change there. So it looks like Austria is going to be joining us. 82 minutes coming up there. Still leading by the 37th minute to Bila goal. And they've just missed another attempt. And at the moment, 58% to Norway, 42% to Austria. So maybe Norway are coming back in it. But then when you look at the total shots, Austria have had 17 and Norway have had 2. You can see which way that's going.
It's a bit late as well to be coming back into the game at 82 minutes.
Yes.
You're not giving yourself much of a chance, are you?
No.
And they have got to score twice as well because they need to win the game.
Yeah.
So the draw's not good enough for them. So
yeah, they've not had one shot on target. But in fairness to Austria, 17 shots, but only 2 on target. That's not really good enough for an international team, is it?
No, you'd want a bit more of them on target. And but having said that, the ones that have been on target, they've scored half of. So that side of it's not bad.
No,
it's getting them on target that's the problem. Yeah. You know, the
Kate's in.
the game just.
Yeah, Kate is in. Good afternoon, Kate. Are you enjoying a really, really nice night without Diddy Dan with you? Not watching the game, but thought I'd briefly pop in. Wish you all a good weekend and all that jazz. Hope you're all well. We are well indeed, Kate. 5-0 to England. We couldn't and through top of the group. We couldn't be wanting a nicer day. How have Burnley got on, by the way? They must have just finished Burnley down in Shrewsbury. Dan's gone on an English tour of Shrewsbury with his mate. Have you heard how they've got on? Did they manage to get down without any tyres deflating after your experience the other day on the motorway? England 5, Northern Ireland 0. Thanks for popping in, by the way, Kate. Appreciate that. Smash the likes, everybody, if you haven't already. Like I say, it does help when it comes to YouTube. I think we've lost Lou. Oh, yes, that was close. Oh, well, Burnley won 3-1. Nice one. Is Lou back?
Sorry, my iPad fell off me.
Okay. This is live, folks. Anything can happen. And it always does. It always does.
I've got it on a stand, and then I've got it on my arm with my settee, and it keeps falling.
Oh, no.
My iPad's not broken.
All
right.
It's a good night all round. Burnley have won. Charlotte says you fell off your seat, Lou.
I did. When's
Yeah.
Leicester's next friendly?
Sorry?
When's Leicester's next friendly?
Tomorrow.
You've got tomorrow.
Yeah, that we're playing OH Leuven.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I'm doing a watch along if you want to, but it's completely up to yourself.
I'm not sure what's happening tomorrow. I might have to have my godson, so.
No, that's fine. No worries at all. No worries at all.
No, I'll
Kate,
hop on.
yeah, Kate says my car is alive, thankfully. Luckily, those two are still in one piece on the long journey back. Oh, I used to travel up from Poole, just outside Bournemouth, to Burnley every Friday night, and went back down on Sunday night. Oh my God, you know. Charlotte, I'm sure, yeah, your dog is inebriated. I'm not surprised for what you've been giving it to drink. The difference is between Lou and you, Charlotte. If you fell off your seat, you'd have a maid to come in and pick you up, wouldn't you, and dust you down? That's the difference.
Yeah, no maid at my house, I'm afraid.
Yeah, she's got a little bell at the side of her that she probably rings. Ding, ding. I've fallen off. Come and pick me up, please. Oh, and we're into the last 5 here, and you have called it spot on at the moment. Louise, well done, 5-0.
There might be another one here.
Yeah. Did you have a bet on 5,000 to 1 at all, by the way?
Wish I had done.
Yeah,
I've got time to. I'd go back, I tell you, and stick some money on it.
yeah, you and me both. I mean, you know, you just never. And I'd never done it before, thinking we'd ever win it, and I wouldn't have done it then. England in. Is this another one? No, well over. She didn't keep the header down.
I think if I'd known what the odds were, I might have done. Just, you know, £1 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't go into bookies and I don't look at odds, so I didn't know it was that big odds. So
yeah, I have got a very addictive personality, and if I was to start betting, I would probably, you know, not be able to stop, sort of thing, you know. So I tend to sort of keep off the gambling sites. And remember, guys, if you do gamble, when the fun stops, remember to stop. Through ball, we're on. We're in. Is this number 6? She hits it back. Oh! How the hell?
Should have had a hat trick.
That's 2 she's missed in 5 minutes. No. What a lovely move by England. Lovely through ball. Just sliced the Northern Ireland defence open. She pulled it back, didn't go for it herself, and it must have been hard. Oh, no. Well, in fairness, she was being closed down by 2 Irish players.
I think she would be angry that she didn't score there, though. She would have expected herself to score there.
Yes. But looking back, it wasn't maybe as clear cut. But it was high, and I think it's sort of collected that in the Space Centre. Come on, Victor. You can say it again.
I don't believe it.
No. Nor do I. And we're into the last minute. I don't know how long it's going to be added on. It's still 1-0. No, still 1-0 Austria. Let's have a look what the Norway have now gone up from 2 to 5 shots, but Norway have gone up from 17 to 18, but there's still nothing on target for Norway and 2 on target for Austria. Like you say, you never know. You know, Austria got through to the semis last time, and England are coming away. Did I hear a clap from you there, Louise?
Yeah, it's ended 5-0.
There's 5 minutes added time on. No, there's not. No, it's over. It is. It is over. Oh, wow. There we go. Just to confirm it. Get the wax out your ears. England 5. No, David, you were wrong. Is there a goal in the other game? Let's just check that and then we'll talk. No, that's still 1-0. Has that one finished as well? That one's still going on, that game. Or is it? I don't know. So 5-0. I mean, we did what we had to do, didn't we? There was, it went out, a job well done. Probably the most disappointing thing is you sat there wishing you put a bet on it. But apart from that, I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything more, could you?
No, we're topping the group, 9 points. This game is a game that they should have won. With all due respect to Northern Ireland, they should have won this game by the scoreline that they probably have done. But as James has just said, it's a professional job. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. They top the group. Like, their job's done for a few days now. They can relax for a couple of days, and then it'll be training, obviously, for that quarter-final, whoever that ends up being against. Not quite sure yet, but I feel like there is harder, obviously, games to come, and I don't think they've been particularly tested very much in this group stage. Was very disappointed with Norway in the game against them. I thought that was going to be the test that would then hopefully set us up for that quarter-final. It didn't turn out that way. Obviously, it was our biggest victory, but just the fact that they're not stopping at 1 or 2, then they want to go forward, they want to score goals, and it's not just coming from a couple of players either, it's coming from the whole squad. So for me, it's all positive stuff. For Northern Ireland, obviously, this is exactly how we thought it would go. And, it's disappointing for them maybe that they haven't got a result, because they have been had a lot of resolve, but they've just not had that going forward. And when they have had to go forward because they've conceded, it's then been 2 and 3 rather than them scoring to equalise.
The Irish are going over and just celebrating with their fans, which is nice to see.
Oh yes, the Irish love a party regardless of the result.
Oh yeah, I mean, they can go out with their heads held high, and like you say, this is probably on the pitch afterwards. We've been there several times. That when you've lost a game, a big game. And it's always hard when you see the other team, celebrating. But they can get, like I say, they can go with their head held high, can't they?
They can, and again, it's not lack of effort. They've given so much that then that's what they've got to be proud of. The fact that, like I say, when they're 2 and 3-0 down, how they're playing, you wouldn't know it. Heads haven't dropped. They're obviously very passionate about playing for their country, as they should be. And now, hopefully, with the money that hopefully will get into their game, in 10 years, they'll be where England are, and they will be, really being able to mix it with the best, at least in Europe, and have some sort of success.
Indeed. Well, let's just have a look. I can get the table up now. I can't get the table up like that because there's a line straight down the middle of it. There we go. So there's the table as it stands. England played 3-1-3, 14 goals for, none against, plus 14 goal difference, 9 points, won all 3 games. Austria are through. They've won 2 games. Fair play to them. Not the highest scorers, but they're through. That won't bother them now that they're through. Whether they've scored 1 goal or 40 goals, it doesn't matter. And like I said, they were semi-finalists 5 years ago. So Norway disappointing.
From their point of view, they've qualified. When they got put in this group, they would have thought maybe that wasn't going to happen because obviously of Norway and England, but they've qualified. And Norway, the disappointing side, But to be fair, it's only the result against England that's technically, a bad result.
Yes.
They've not let in many goals apart from against England. Just disappointing that they couldn't, okay, yes, they didn't win against England, but they had a great chance. They should have probably won tonight on paper. But as I said before, we don't play it on paper. We play it on the pitch.
Exactly. I mean, if you take away saying, we'd won 1-0 instead of 5-0, they've got a 5-goal difference against. It's a -1. It looks better. And like I say, we can't give Northern Ireland any more praise than we've been giving them. So well done to them for what they have achieved. This is who we've got to look for tomorrow. Germany. We'll just have a look who's playing who. On that one, let us have a look. It will be Finland against Germany and Denmark versus Spain. The Denmark-Spain is going to be the big game. I drew the short straw and I'm watching Germany-Finland. So, hey, c'est la vie. But yeah, it looks like I don't know. I mean, like you say, Denmark-Spain, 3 points each.
If Denmark beat Spain, they'll qualify.
Denmark are through and will probably be facing us.
Yeah.
Because I mean they've got to get a 9-goal difference to overtake Germany, so that's not going to happen.
Probably not. No.
We'll lead the high score into England.
All that Denmark can do is go out and win the game. Like that's the only priority we've got to have is win that game, qualify for that quarterfinal, and then what will happen will happen. Whether that's against.
That's it. Win, you're through Denmark. That's it. And the same to Spain as well. I can't see Finland pulling off a surprise against Germany. Can you?
No, I mean it'd be nice, obviously, but
yes.
I don't want to predict that they're going to finish on no points, but it looks like that way. And again, that was a hard group for them to be in. Bye, James.
Thanks, James. Take care, mate. All the best. I'd like you say, you can't see. I'd love to see Finland just because I like the shirt. That's why I want to see them win. Come on, Finland, just for the shirt. Do it for the shirts. And the fact that it's against Germany. And I don't care if we were playing Germany in a Tiddlywinks competition, I'd want Germany to get beaten up. That's the end of it. But
and it's been nice for a team not to end up on no points as well. Like to be able to go home with a win is, something to take home. Especially if it was against Germany, because obviously they're one of the top sides.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean that's 2 5-0s we've registered there. Like I say, job done. Bring on the Danes or the Spanish.
Yeah. It looks like, technically it could be Germany, couldn't it, if Spain win by 9, but that's very, very unlikely. Denmark or Spain. I'd kind of I don't know who I'd prefer. I guess Denmark, but I feel whoever we get out of the 3 teams that are going to go through, England have a great chance of winning, even if it happens to be Germany. The way they've played, the goals they've scored.
Exactly. It's not just a case of looking at it and going, well, it's 5-0. It was the manner of the win.
Yeah, and that's it.
That is the thing. Luke, thank you so much. Have a really great weekend off.
I will.
Decide to do. And I will see you.
My work phone, so they can't ring me.
Turn it off, hide it, lose it down the back of the settee or something. Yeah. And I will see you on, all being well, on Wednesday for the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
As always, I thank you so much for coming on and sharing your knowledge with us. Take care, Lou. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, and there I am now, all split down the middle. So there we go. That's it. So thanks to Louise. England are through 5-0, top of the group, plus 14 goals. I mean, what more could you ask for? What more could you ask for? You could ask for more football. and it will come tomorrow. I am doing a watch along for the OH Arrivederci, Charlotte. Arrivederci. Go and have an Italian. What was it? Italian? I don't know, whatever the guy says. Spicy sausage, whatever it is. Have a good night. Look after your dog. Don't let it go out for a walk on its own. Thank you for joining us. Thank you everybody else that joined us, that watched and listened to us tonight. Appreciate you sharing your eyes and letting me borrow your ears for the evening as well. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Let's just have a look what time. Tomorrow I will be back at 12:45 for the OH Leuven game. We're away to our sister club. No Casper and no Danny Ward. And then we are also back tomorrow night, and I'm back with Ryan. Ryan will be looking at the Denmark-Spain game. I will be watching the Finland-Germany game, and between us, we should bring you the results for both. Please, like I know I've said it over and over again, but please, 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 if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Ciao, mama. And please subscribe and please smash those likes, because it really, really does help the channel if the likes. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Well done, England. 5-0. It just gets better and better and better, doesn't it? See you tomorrow. Take care, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy. And Charlotte, look after your dog.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye, and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
Cool. I'm out of here. Ooh, that's a wrap.
Some people are on the pitch. They think